What if a small, ordinary coin sitting quietly in your pocket could carry a story so powerful that collectors around the world keep searching for it every single day? This 1984 1-cent coin might look like something you've seen 1,000 times. But what if there's more hidden beneath its worn surface? Why do some collectors stop and examine this exact year more closely than others? And how can a coin that was produced in massive numbers still spark curiosity decades later? As you look at it, questions begin to form. What makes this coin special, and why do people still talk about it today? Stay with me, because what you are about to discover may completely change the way you see even the smallest coins. This is not just about money, it's about history, rarity, and possibility. By the end of this video, you might start checking every coin you own more carefully than ever before. At first glance, the 1984 1-cent coin appears simple and familiar, featuring the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. This design had already been in circulation for years, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. But simplicity can be deceptive, because sometimes the most common designs hide the most interesting stories. The details on the coin, even when slightly worn, reflect a level of craftsmanship that connects directly to American history. Every line, every curve, and every symbol has meaning, even if we often overlook it. The year 1984 itself places this coin in a unique period, where minting techniques were evolving and subtle variations could occur. These small differences are exactly what collectors pay attention to. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. Millions of these coins were produced, which means most of them are only worth their face value. However, not all coins are created equal, even if they look the same at first glance. Some coins may have minting errors, unusual finishes, or rare conditions that set them apart. These small details can transform an ordinary coin into something far more valuable. It's not about the number printed on the coin, but about the uniqueness it might carry. That's why collectors carefully inspect every detail, from the lettering to the edges. Even a tiny variation can make a big difference in the coin collecting world. Condition plays a huge role when it comes to determining value. A coin that has been preserved in near-perfect condition will always attract more attention than one that has been heavily circulated. When you look closely at this 1984 coin, you may notice signs of wear, small marks, or fading details. These are all normal for coins that have been used over time. However, if a similar coin exists in an uncirculated or mint condition, its appeal increases significantly. Collectors often grade coins based on their condition, and higher grades can lead to higher demand. This is one of the key reasons why some coins stand out more than others. Another factor that adds to the intrigue of this coin is the possibility of mint errors. Throughout history, coins have been produced with slight mistakes that make them unique. These errors can include off-center strikes, doubled letters, or unusual textures. While such errors are rare, they are highly sought after by collectors. If a 1984 1-cent coin happens to have one of these features, it could become far more valuable than expected. This is why collectors never ignore even the smallest details. A quick glance is never enough when it comes to coins like this. The material of the coin also tells a story. By 1984, most 1-cent coins were made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change in composition was introduced to reduce production costs. However, this also means that coins from this era can show signs of wear differently compared to older copper coins. Over time, the surface may develop spots or discoloration, which adds character but may affect value. Understanding the material helps collectors identify authenticity and condition more accurately. Even the weight and texture can reveal important clues. Now let's talk about demand. Coin collecting is not just about rarity, it's also about interest. When more collectors start looking for a specific coin, its demand increases. The 1984 1-cent coin has gained attention over time because of its potential variations and historical significance. This doesn't mean every coin from this year is valuable, but it does mean that certain examples can attract serious interest. The combination of availability and curiosity keeps this coin relevant even today. It continues to be part of conversations among collectors worldwide. Stories and rumors often play a role in increasing curiosity around coins. You might have heard claims about certain coins reaching extremely high values at auctions. In some discussions, rare examples of coins from similar categories have been associated with figures as high as $6 million. It's important to understand that such numbers are usually tied to exceptionally rare cases with unique characteristics and verified authenticity. Not every coin reaches such levels, but these stories fuel excitement and keep collectors searching. The idea that something small could hold great value is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. Authentication is another crucial step in the journey of any valuable coin. Professional grading services examine coins carefully to confirm their authenticity and condition. Without proper verification, it becomes difficult to determine a coin's true value. For a 1984 1-cent coin to be considered special, it would need to go through this process. Experts look at every detail, including the strike quality, surface condition, and any unique features. This ensures that collectors can trust what they are buying or selling. It adds credibility and confidence to the entire process. If you happen to own a 1984 1-cent coin, the first step is to examine it closely. Look at the date, the design, and any unusual features. Compare it with standard examples to see if anything stands out. Even small differences can be important. It's also a good idea to store coins properly to prevent further wear or damage. Simple steps like using protective holders can make a big difference over time. Taking care of coins helps preserve their condition and potential value. Coin collecting is not just about finding valuable pieces, it's about appreciating history. Each coin represents a moment in time, a piece of a larger story. The 1984 1-cent coin connects us to an era of change and progress. It reflects the economic decisions and design choices of its time. Holding such a coin is like holding a small piece of history in your hand. This emotional connection is what keeps collectors passionate about their collections. As you continue exploring coins, you'll realize that knowledge is your greatest tool. The more you learn, the better you become at identifying valuable pieces. Researching different coins, understanding their backgrounds, and staying updated with market trends can make a big difference. The world of coin collecting is vast and full of surprises. There is always something new to discover, even in coins that seem ordinary at first. This journey is as rewarding as the coins themselves. So the next time you come across a 1984 1-cent coin, don't just ignore it. Take a closer look, because you never know what you might find. While most coins will remain simple and common, a few may hold something special. The excitement lies in the possibility, the idea that something small could turn out to be significant. Whether it's for value or for history, every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. And sometimes that story is worth far more than we expect.